Welcome to the Witching Hour, where we tell creepy, cryptid, and frightening tales at 3 a.m. Tonight's story takes place in Africa, the famous Ariel school UFO landing. There's a bunch of controversy around this, so I'm gonna tell you the story and you tell me what you think in the comments below.
The Ariel school UFO landing in Africa has become one of the most famous UFO encounters in history. It took place on September 16, 1994, when a group of school children at the Ariel school in Zimbabwe reported seeing a strange silver object land in a nearby field. The incident was witnessed by over 60 students and teachers, and it has since been the subject of intense scrutiny and debate in the UFO community. The historical context of the Ariel school UFO landing in Africa is important to understand in order to appreciate its significance. In the early 1990s, interest in UFOs and extraterrestrial life was at an all-time high. The Roswell incident in 1947 had sparked a wave of UFO sightings and encounters around the world, and the media was beginning to take these reports more seriously. The Ariel school incident came at a time when the public was becoming more open-minded about the possibility of alien visitation. On the 16th of September 1994, there was a UFO sighting outside Ruwa, Zimbabwe. 62 students at the Ariel school, aged between 6 and 12, said that they saw one or more silver craft descend from the sky and land on a field near their school. Some of the children claimed that one or more creatures, dressed all in black, then approached and telepathically communicated to them a message with an environmental theme, frightening them and causing them to cry. 2 days prior to the incident at Ariel, there had been a number of UFO sightings throughout southern Africa. There had been numerous reports of a bright fireball passing through the sky at night. Many people answered ZBC Radio's request to call in and describe what they had seen. Although some witnesses interpreted the fireball as a comet or meteor, it resulted in a wave of UFO mania in Zimbabwe at the time. According to skeptic Brian Dunning, the fireball had been the re-entry of the Zenit 2 rocket from the Cosmos 2290 satellite launch. The booster broke up into burning streaks as it moved silently across the sky, giving an impressive light show to millions of Africans. Local UFO researcher Cynthia Hind recorded other alien sightings at this time, including a daylight sighting by a young boy and his mother, and a report of alien beings on a road by a trucker. The sightings at Ariel occurred at 10 a.m. on 16 September 1994, when the students were outside on mid-morning break. The adult faculty at the school were inside having a meeting at the time. The entire incident lasted about 15 minutes. When the children returned to class, they told the teachers what they had seen but were dismissed. The BBC's correspondent in Zimbabwe, Tim Leach, visited the school on September 19th to film interviews with the students and staff. After investigating this incident, Leach stated, "I could handle war zones, but I could not handle this." Cynthia Hind visited the school on September 20th. She interviewed some of the children and asked them to draw pictures of what they had seen. She reported that the children all told her the same story. According to the interviews of Hind, Leach, and Mack, 62 children between the ages of 6 and 12 said that they had seen at least one UFO. One or more silver objects, usually described as discs, appeared in the sky. They then floated down to a field of brush and small trees just outside school property. between 1 and 4 creatures with big eyes and dressed all in black, exited a craft and approached the children. At this point, many of the children ran, but some, mostly older kids, stayed and watched the approach. According to Mac's interviews, the creature or creatures then telepathically communicated to the children an environmental message before returning to the craft and flying away. According to Dunning, this telepathic message aspect of the story was not included in Hinder Leach's reports, only Mac's, although Hind reported it later. In Mac's interviews, one fifth grader tells how he was warned about something that's going to happen, and that pollution mustn't be. An 11-year-old girl told Mac, "I think they want people to know that we're actually making harm on this world, and we mustn't get too technologed." One child said that he was told that the world would end because they are not taking care of the planet. The children were adamant that they had not seen a plane. Hine noted that the different cultural background of the children gave rise to different interpretations of what they had seen, and they did not all believe that they had seen extraterrestrials. She noted that some of the children thought the short little beings were tikaloshis, creatures of Shona and Ndebele folklore. The impact of this UFO landing in Africa has been profound. The incident has been the subject of several documentaries, books, and articles, and it continues to be studied and debated by UFO researchers and enthusiasts. The children who witnessed the event have spoken out about their experiences, and many of them still believe that they saw something extraterrestrial that day. The Ariel School UFO landing in Africa has captured the imaginations of people around the world and has sparked important discussions about the possibility of alien visitation. The incident continues to be studied and debated, and its impact is likely to be felt for many years to come.
That's going to wrap it up for tonight's story. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Was it real? Did it actually happen? Or were these children's interviews coerced in some way? Until next week, good night.